Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Beyond.a.ball podcast. It's your host, Ian Wookich. Joining me as always, Justin White and Santiago Garcia. Fellas, how's it going? How's the weekend?
It was good. It's been a while, guys.
Yeah, it has been a while. We promise listeners we are going to get back on some sort of regular schedule. Apologize for the delay and inconvenience.
Yeah, you can blame our host.
Ian,
Decided to take some time off on his trip to England and just need the
Oh
recuperate a little bit.
man, that's really the
Coming
last
back.
time we did one is before I went to England.
yeah, you took PTO without telling us.
I did. I did.
Been
I
a while.
did. The owner and
Mm.
operator took
Sorry, I
PTO.
had to call you out here.
Sorry, I was that was right. I got a delay in the paychecks getting out. But yeah, listeners, London was honestly, other than the footy, y- I don't love it. It's I don't love it. It's very cold this time of year. It was very wet. But drank a lot of beer, got it matching at Craven Cottage, matching at Stamford Bridge, seeing Chelsea and the Barca women, which was a very just boring match. I'm not sure if either of you watched it. It was just 1-1. It was very boring. And then there was a 15-minute delay middle of the match because the video instant replays were down and the BBC coverage got cut. So it was like a whole issue. They had to stop the match for 15. It was freezing. It was probably 15 degrees and it was windy at that point. And everyone was just standing on the pitch. Nobody knew what was going on. Debacle. And then yeah, we saw Fulham beat Sunderland at home. So that was a good event as well. But yeah, now we are back and we got a lot to cover on today's episode of the pod. Well, not too much to cover, but two big topics really. We're going to be going over the World Cup. We just had the draw late last week. It's coming, fellas. It's coming. What are we? 6 months and a couple weeks away. Kind of from if I'm right on that, right? We're end of June. Anyway, from well,
Beginning. First
beginning of
game's
June.
June 11th.
June 11th. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 6-ish months away for the World Cup kicking off, and then we're going to go over the Premier League, go over the weekend. It was a pretty crazy weekend, honestly, looking at some of these scores. We saw Arsenal drop points, Chelsea. Yeah, we'll get to it all. I mean, this is the busiest time of the year for a lot of the big leagues. The Premier League, I think this is just really, I think it's a special time. I know a lot of other leagues kind of shut down a little bit, but I think around this time of year, there's always something about the Prem that's a little bit special. You see the snow and all the winter hoopla over there in London. It's a great sight to see. But alas, fellas, anything before we get going?
Now let's jump into it.
All right, hippity hoppity, right on into the World Cup. I might have called it the Club World Cup before, and if I did, I do apologize. Almost the same thing, both in America, shitty stadiums. But anyway, we had the draw last week. I know Santiago, Justin, I know the chat was going off a little bit.
Hmm.
Started with really poor coverage on Fox. I didn't watch the coverage, so Santiago, I'll let you take it away. I just watched Talk Sport. Um, because as soon as you started saying Kevin Hart, I was like, nope, not even gonna sign in.
Yeah, I'm
Not even
ready to
gonna
chat
sign
about
in.
this one. I
Yeah,
know.
go ahead.
Last week, the World Cup draw was held in the Kennedy Center, Washington, D.C., in front of a number of different football legends, different managers. Carlo Ancelotti was in the building, Roberto Carlos, so on and so forth. So it was a whole group of football legends in the house, awaiting this World Cup draw for both U.S., Mexico, and Canada. Um, for me, and I'm just gonna jump right into my opinion here. I think it was extremely drawn out in a very American typical commercialized, over the top fashion. I was very much sitting down, and I think it started around 1 o'clock or noon, and it was a 2 hour event, and it literally lasted about an hour 45 or hour 40 until they actually started drawing teams. Starting with the hosts, they had Kevin Hart and Heidi Klum, which for me is kind of it's extremely ridiculous to have them as hosts. Like, what do they know about soccer? And let alone world football and the World Cup and everything. And I get they're trying to bring in some big name faces. I guess Heidi's German, Kevin is from the U.S. But I think it would have even just been better if they had a couple club legends, like even just open up the whole entire thing, kind of be the MC and host. And there's a lot of
Yeah.
filler, a lot of nonsense. They had some random bands. They had like the play, and yeah, again, a whole lot of nonsense for what it is, and it's really all about the football. It's basically millions and millions of people sitting down, just waiting to see where their country is drawn. And again, they had Tom Brady, Shaq, Aaron Judge, and I'm blanking on the fourth person for the World Cup draw, and Wayne
Wayne
Gretzky.
Gretzky. That's
Wayne
right, baby.
Yeah.
Gretzky
Yeah.
as the drawers of each
Yeah, I saw he
bucket.
struggled with some names.
Yeah, he said was it North Macedonia instead of Macedonia? So that was a nice
What?
one. North Macedonia. North Macedonian nuts. So yeah, Wayne Gretzky really butchered that one. That was actually entertaining just to see what names these people would butcher. But um I think we could kind of jump into. I'm interested to see what you guys' thoughts were related to the actual overall ceremony, and then we could jump into the groups.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
again, I didn't watch the ceremony. I only watched the coverage on Talk Sport. Um, yeah, I'm glad I missed that shit. Justin, what about you?
I thought it was a little different, but it's like understanding how we run America, like how it's run. Like we knew this was kind of gonna
Yeah,
be
if you don't think there's
something
going to be
like this.
fireworks during the World Cup,
Yeah,
like before the World Cup, there's going to be fireworks, flyovers. We're going to Americanize the shit out of the World
yeah.
Cup, like
Like I
no doubt about it.
like I
Donnie's
di-
going to be in the middle. He's going to be handing over the trophy again. You best believe it. Like,
I didn't mind like the bands and stuff like that. I see they were trying to do something different there. Maybe could have got a better choice of who was playing, but I do think, like you said, Santi, like getting like Wayne Gretzky, like one of the best hockey players ever to play, Shaquille O'Neal, one of the best basketball players, Aaron Judge, a New York hero, like those are celebrities, like really popular sports celebrities, but at the same time, it's like, what do they have to do with soccer?
Correct.
Why are they there? Like it would have been cool for like, let's just say, for example, like get Tim Howard there, like a US like for
Yeah.
there. You could have got, does Ochoa still play for
Yeah,
Mexico? I
he's
don't.
he's still there. Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say someone like him, but like get somebody from each country and
That'd
except
be cool. It's a good idea.
do it kind of that way, just so it's like they're representing what this World Cup is, and we're not getting, like you said, different sport athletes here that are just there for, I guess, the experience. Who the hell knows why they're there?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think it got dragged on like a little bit too much. Like Santi said, is like when is it starting? And I said I thought it was gonna start in 30 minutes. It started an
Nope.
hour.
Hour
It started
40 later.
hour and 40. The one thing I do like how is like they do show every team that's going to be drawn,
That was
and
cool. Yeah.
they play the little video of like each team in the group of them like
Mhm.
scoring a goal or something like that. I think that's pretty cool. But I do think it was a little bit dragged on too much, and I think some of the things in it just could have just been cut out and made it a little shorter. Like you said, no one cares about the music. No one cares. Everyone just cares about when your team's getting who your team's going to play. That's all
Yeah.
everyone cares about.
Yeah. We're
Since
and
we're going
mapping
to
out where they're playing.
since we're going to Americanize the World Cup, couple questions here for you. Number one, do you think there will be a halftime show?
100%.
Wait, for what? The world for like
The
the final?
final?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
they do that at other ones too, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do that. They do that every World Cup final.
Ah, okay. Number two, do you think it'll be the Spice Girls?
What would be
Why
this?
would it be the Spice Girls?
I don't know. I feel like the Spice Girls. I feel like that might go Spice Girls. What do you think about Taylor Swift? Who do you
Absolutely
think?
not.
Who do you think the halftime show would be? Do they say it yet?
I'm literally finding out right now, to be
No
honest.
idea.
Wow, I must have lived under a rock. I had no idea they did a halftime show. But yeah, I mean, I think the hubbub was. I mean, obviously, it was to be expected. I'm not shocked. I think everything's so far been blown out of proportion with the
Yeah.
World Cup. I mean, this ticket prices too. You get $150
Oh
parking.
yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, as for the draw itself, I mean, what do you guys all think of the
If
different groups that we have here?
So real quick,
They're pretty.
this is what it says about the it
Oh, yeah.
says the halftime show. It will feature the tournament's first ever halftime show produced in partnership with Global Citizen, with Coldplay's Chris Martin helping select artists for a Super Bowl style performance aimed at uniting fans and
First
driving
ever
action on global issues.
First ever, right?
like poverty and education. I think that's in America though, just in the United States though.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because where was
Um,
last year's World Cup? 2022 was in
Qatar.
Qatar.
Qatar, yeah.
They definitely had a show.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm
yeah,
just searching up real quick. Yeah, they had a halftime thing. Yeah,
it did have a halftime show. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
it
So
was
it,
the
it
World
won't
Cup.
be the first halftime show. Okay, so I was wrong. I do still think we'll Americanize it. Still think fireworks, fly
Fireworks
over,
to the YMCA.
potential bald eagle. When they drop the bald eagle from the top and they got the guy with the glove at the
Yeah,
bottom,
so
potential
that's
bald eagle.
ridiculous.
It's
That's the
gonna be
best part of
perfect when US
America.
is in the final. It's gonna be perfect.
Oh my gosh. I mean, if you
Uh,
look at the groups, now that we're
yeah, let's
transitioning over to the
jump
groups,
into it.
I mean, if you look at the groups, did any of these groups really stand out to you? Honestly, if I'm looking at them, they all look a little weak because of the way they split the pots up. Like, there's no group
No,
of death.
it's because there's too many teams. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
There's
too.
there's there's too many teams when they expanded this World Cup that like, and again, that's the biggest like talking point is a lot of analysts, like a lot of people say like, where is the group of death? I don't think there is a one group of death. I think there is like one or two groups that are a little difficult, but I don't think there's like that one group of death that you can point out and just say crap.
No, I could look at all
Yeah.
these groups and pretty much tell you, I think, who's going to win. I mean, I look at a couple of them. Group I, France,
Yeah.
Norway. If Norway shows up the way that they've been showing up in the Euros, the big if. If Holland's healthy, big if. Well, that's not a big if, but again, that team revolves around him. Group, geez, HIJK.
Okay, it can be
Portugal.
tough.
Okay, it could be tough. Portugal, Colombia. That was the other one that I saw. And then I think Group L, I mean, England, Croatia. It shouldn't be overly difficult for
I think that's the
England.
hardest group.
It's still
Out of
coming home, bud.
I,
I
no,
mean, I don't
seriously,
care how hard you think our
out of
group
all
is.
teams, like if I had to pick a quotation marks here, a group of death, I think this is, and again, England's gonna get out of here, no problem. Don't get me wrong, but I think this is the hardest group that you have England, who's going to be favorites to win the World Cup. You have a Croatia team who's very good,
Yeah, very good.
who has the experience. You can never sleep on Ghana. Ghana is always there in the World Cup.
Yep.
They always cause teams problems. And then you have Panama, a very tough uh, opposition as well, who's going to be probably taken a little lighter than they should be. But I don't think that's like a walk in the park group.
Yeah.
It's the
I'm
same
down
thing for the
I'm down to
Portugal
just
group as
like
well.
yeah. I'm down to take a look at each group real quick and we could do a
Yeah.
quick prediction of top two. So group
Yeah.
A, we could start off. Obviously Mexico host nation, they'll actually open up the whole tournament. They've got Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and then there's a UEFA playoff D. So winner will be from Denmark, North Macedonia, Czech Republic, or Republic of Ireland. I think
I think one of those teams might be one of the team that advances, depending on who it is. If it's Denmark, I
yeah.
think they're the top team in that group.
Mm.
I have Mexico and Denmark. I
For
have
me,
Mex
top two, I'm between Mexico and South Korea going through, or Mexico and Denmark. I just don't see Mexico getting knocked out early
yeah,
in the
at
group stages,
home. At
especially
Azteca, yeah.
yeah, there could be, you never know.
I agree with you.
Um,
If Denmark makes it through, I think it's Mexico and Denmark. And then I actually think if Mex Denmark doesn't make it, I think it will be Mexico and South Africa.
yeah,
What
yeah,
about if
I would say,
Ireland makes it through?
It's a possibility.
I think I would take Ireland and Mexico as well.
You do have to remember too, we have 8 teams that make it that go through this year in third place too.
yeah, yeah, right.
So
And
that's a
so
big factor.
yeah, it's big, but yeah, I'm probably gonna say Mexico, South Korea. I think South Korea went undefeated in their Asian qualifying.
Uh,
I think they're ranking like 22nd or so, which is a
hmm.
decent jump. I think they were like in the 60s or something when they started their official campaign. And obviously they have Son, who's been an absolute beast.
Hmm.
Even in the MLS, I think he definitely went too early there, but I would say Mexico just having the X factor of being in front of their home fans and being a host nation could kind of help them a bit more. So I'd say Mexico, South Korea going through in that group. Potentially Denmark if they make it to that group after
Yeah,
playoffs.
I can agree on that.
Yep.
think we're all in the same park there.
Cool.
Sure.
All right. Should we jump into Group B?
Go for
Yeah.
it.
All right. Group B, Canada, host nation. Then we have a UEFA playoff spot for, I believe, playoff A. Let me see. Yep.
Yeah.
Which consists of Italy, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Bosnia Herzegovina. And then to top off the group, Qatar and Switzerland. Um, Interesting to see Italy there in the playoff spot. Will they make it? I don't know. There's still two matches that they have to win. But overall, I think Canada, Switzerland for me, if pending Italy making the playoff. They've been really, really shaky for me.
I have Switzerland winning the group, and then
Good.
I would probably take. It's so hard, like not to take like that host country that like is hosting the World Cup, and it's not like a
Yeah.
Qatar like in 2022. Like we know they're not really good. Like the talent level is not there. The teams they're playing aren't great. But like a Canada team, like
Also,
they're really hit or miss. They're young. Like sometimes they look
yeah.
really really good, and then sometimes they just look like crap.
And Davies is had that
Yeah,
ACL injury. So we'll see
exactly.
if we'll see him peak form by then. I don't know. Again, he's only 25. Hopefully his recovery goes well, so he's kind of
Yeah,
the leader for the team. But he did have an ACL
yeah.
injury not long ago.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I would take it's also tough with Italy. Like if Italy makes it out, I think they're better than Canada and Qatar. I mean, I would go with Italy and Switzerland.
Fair. You think Canada would sleep if they're not Canada gets slips into that third spot, like that third place spot? You think they make it through?
I don't think they're that good.
You don't think they're good? Fair enough.
I don't think
Fair enough.
Italy's
Just
that
a
good.
question.
I
Yeah, that's
don't.
like
Would you say?
I don't think Italy's that good. They're
I
clearly a
don't
playoff
either, but I
spot, and,
do.
and
I do think that
again,
they're better than Canada.
yeah. I mean, again, I think because if they make it through the playoff, I think expectations are going to be lower, which could potentially make them kind of be
Under the
I don't
radar.
know, yeah, under the radar, right? Just because they're not,
Mm.
they were kind of on the verge of getting, you know, left out, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Group C, Brazil. This is already a four squad group. So we
Mhm.
have Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. So obviously Brazil's a powerhouse. Morocco has been absolutely incredible, and the fact that they were a second seed is extremely dangerous. Especially kind of they've had some great heroics back in 2022, and we're actually the first African nation team to reach the semis of the World Cup, which was actually incredible. Group of young guys with Ziyech, Hakimi, arguably one of the best players in the world right now. Haiti, appearing in their first World Cup since 1974, and then Scotland. I know we have Ian Wookich, who's a big fan of the UK, the Brits. I'm interested to hear your thoughts here, Ian. But I think Brazil, Morocco go through. Which with Morocco going in first place, Brazil second.
Brazil, Scotland.
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
ooh,
I have Brazil and Morocco. I just think those are two powerful house, and that's gonna be a good game. That's at MetLife as well. So
that is
MetLife's
home. That is here around the
June
corner.
June 13th. MetLife's getting a very good game to watch there, and I think that's the first game of the group for them as
It
well. I
is,
think
yeah.
both teams. So, yeah, I think that game's probably to me is probably a top three game in the entire like all the games in the group stage for me.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna go yeah, Brazil, Morocco. Actually no, I'm gonna
Agreed.
go Morocco first place, Brazil second for me. Haiti's gonna go completely defeated. I think it's already a privilege that they made it to the World Cup. I think that's huge for
Yeah.
them. Scotland gets beat by everyone except they beat Haiti. That's my prediction here.
Okay, we'll have to see. I think Scott McTominay is a difference maker. He's a great Scottish man. Yeah, I think my heart's taking that one.
Eh.
Fair enough.
That's a
All
hard
right,
pick.
fair, fair.
What
Fair.
we'll have to do is closer to the World Cup. We'll have to make like our brackets. We'll make like a each of a bracket of who we could make think's gonna make it go
I'm
through or
down.
something like that.
All right, Group D. Host nation, United States of America, Paraguay, Australia, UEFA Playoff C. So we got Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, or Kosovo. Ooh. All right.
All
So
four of them would beat the United States, by the way. All
agreed. I
four of
think
them
I
would beat
think
the United States
if
easily.
Turkey or Slovakia go through, they're going to cause trouble for United States.
I mean, the team down the street playing at the park is going to cause trouble for the United States. They suck.
Oh, here we go. This guy wants
All
to get
right, here we go.
started.
Let's hear it.
No,
Flat
just
news,
No, but I
baby.
mean, out of that group, I would take the United States and, um, I mean, especially if it's like Turkey or Slovakia coming out of the Euro C, I would take one of them.
yeah. If Turkey is the one team I would be
It's
scared.
an
Yeah,
easy group
they're
for the
very
US,
good.
I think.
No,
I don't
yeah.
I
think
think
this is a
so
very
too.
difficult group.
If Turkey
Um,
if Turkey does make it out, I do think they'll win the group, and I think they'll fly through the group. To be honest,
it's a good team.
I think USA can. I can't say handle them. I think they can play with them, but I think Turkey wins that group. USA gets second. If Turkey's not in that group, I don't think it's a problem for USA to
Yeah.
play any of these other teams. Them not getting first in this group, if Turkey doesn't make it, is just be an embarrassment.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
agreed.
I mean, it's quite an easy group. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think they should have a
expect
problem.
honestly I expect the US to go in. I think if Turkey goes through, I think Turkey takes number one,
Yeah,
US two. If it's the lowest ranking, let's say like Kosovo goes in or something, then I think USA takes the first spot, then Paraguay. Paraguay looked a little shaky in the CONMEBOL South American qualifiers, but they're actually I think conceded like only 10 goals in all of qualification, which I think was in third out of I think Argentina was first, and I think like Ecuador was second, and teams that conceded the least amount. So on defense, they're really solid. But I think that's my prediction. If Turkey
yeah.
goes through, then it's Turkey one, US two, and then if not, then I think USA could win their group. And obviously, we expect them to go through in the group stages, especially being a host nation. I think could be a lot from a financial perspective. If US gets knocked out, I think there's an interest there to keep them in.
Yeah, we can pay
Yeah,
the
I
refs a
agree.
little bit.
Yeah,
We got
How,
VAR
how
on our side.
how far do you realistically think they can go?
It depends who they match up because I was looking at the other day. I don't remember the top of my head. If they win the group,
yeah,
they'd play the. So I don't know if you have a picture of it up, Santi. I'd have to
yeah.
go on our Instagram. If they win the group, then they would play the second place of I forget which group it was.
I'll tell you right now.
There was so much going on. I was trying to figure it out. Like I was trying to get a good idea of like you said, what's the realistic point of them actually? Like, is anybody expecting them to make it to the semifinals? No.
No,
No.
Everyone's saying they should be out of the group. They should
yeah,
win the round of 32 game. We have to say round of 32 now. We can't go right into freaking these different terms. And then get knocked out the next round probably.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Uh,
I mean, I'm all jokes. I think everyone overblows them a lot, but I think a round of 16 is reasonable. It's a solid squad. I mean, there's a lot of European, like a lot of players that are playing in Europe right now. They really don't have that excuse that they used to have, where maybe it just. I think the talent's there. I think the talent's there and the manager's there. I think they should make the round of 16.
yeah, and I think while Santi looks this up, I think like their friendlies they have before the World Cup is the best thing they could have done. Playing Portugal, they're playing Germany,
Hmm.
and they're playing like four like top dogs before get them ready for the World Cup, which I think will benefit them.
Santi, what do you see? You see anything over there?
give me 1 second. I'm just trying to make it a little bit bigger here.
All right. While he looks up, what do you guys think about? I so I was listening to something,
Oh,
and
they play again. If US makes it through their Group D, if they come in
mhm,
first place, then they play the third place of Group BEFIJ. So that's kind of the one weird like depending on
okay,
points they could play the winner of D. If they don't, then they go 2D, then they play the winner of 2G, which is the group with,
Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand.
yeah. So honestly, it seems like that first match would be relatively simple for the US, whether they come in first or second,
No,
realistically.
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Group
Group
B,
B. Yep.
Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Thoughts?
Germany. Walk in the park. Uh, I think Ecuador gets second here. I was back and forth between Ecuador and Ivory Coast.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna give it to Ecuador. I think Ecuador plays a little bit harder competition, very
Yeah.
tough South American team to play. You know, they're always playing those South American teams and they're qualifying. They know what they're up for. So I take
Hmm.
Ecuador. Would not be surprised if Ivory Coast does slip in and get into a that third place and makes it through.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. I think expectations are always high for Germany. I think they're very good. We'll see if Musiala comes back in time for that, especially after his long term injury. Ideally, Florian Wirtz. Let's see if he pulls it off. He and is a different player from what we see with Liverpool. I think Germany, Ecuador, in first and second respectively. Ecuador had an awesome run in the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying. They started extremely hot. They got results in both with both Brazil and Argentina. They beat
Hmm.
Argentina in Buenos Aires, and they actually beat Brazil in Curitiba in Brazil. So
Hmm.
those are huge results, and arguably the two best South American teams right now. Um, so I'd go Germany, Ecuador, and then same with you, Justin. I think Ivory Coast could potentially be sneaky,
So, yeah, yep.
but likely for me would end up in third place in this group.
Yeah, I got the same. I think Germany's really, really, really strong. I'm interested too to see what happens with Musiala and Wirtz when Musiala does come back. Like, is Musiala going to
Yeah,
be immediately in a central attacking midfield position, pushing Wirtz out to the side? Are they going to change the formation? Can you
yeah,
even push Wirtz out to the side? Um, so, I mean, that's probably not the worst problem to have, but it's definitely going to be an issue. With some playing time there, but I think Germany's just stacked. And then, yeah,
yeah,
I'll take
yeah. Depth.
Ecuador and then potentially Ivory Coast.
Agreed. All
All
right,
right.
we have Group F: Netherlands, Japan, a UEFA playoff B spot, which potentially could be the winner of Ukraine, Sweden, Poland, Albania, and Tunisia. So Netherlands, Japan, Tunisia, and a playoff spot. What do you think?
Uh, hmm.
I do think the playoff teams do play a factor here.
I
Uh,
do think they do. Poland can be very good.
Yeah,
yeah,
but I think they're obviously they have Robert Lewandowski, still a fantastic player, but I think the Poland squad from 4 years ago, 8 years ago was much better than now. I think age is starting to hit. Um, I think predictions right off the bat, I'm gonna go with probably Netherlands, Japan to go through. I think Netherlands is kind of a league above what's available currently. Sweden would be interesting to see go through with basically the striking pair that's Gyökeres and Isak, which I know we have a lot of opinions here about Isak, especially coming from Ian Wokic. But I'd probably say Netherlands, Japan would go through. Um, Probably whoever comes into that playoff spot, and then Tunisia in fourth place. Happy to hear your thoughts here.
yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think Netherlands should have no problem with this group, and then
Yeah.
I think Japan's an underrated team. I really do. No
Yeah,
one
they
really, no
are.
one, no one really gives them the credit that they deserve. Uh, no complaints about them. Just think they're a good team who can compete. It's that simple with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, they actually rank in the top 20 in the world, which is pretty good.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have the Netherlands as well. Very solid team. No qualms, if ands or buts about it. But yeah, I mean, I think for me, I think it's going to be interesting to see who comes out of the playoff. Hmm. Flip a
Yeah.
coin right now between Poland and Japan. I'll ride with Japan. I'll keep it all
Yeah.
on the same in the panel, but I do think it's whoever comes out of that playoff, they could make some noise. Ask me
Yeah.
again in like 3 or 4 months once they're drawn.
Yeah, we could come back and revisit in March once we have the final playoff teams. All right, Group G. This one is a real tough call here. We got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Um, I think on paper we'd say Belgium, Egypt, but these are two teams that have shown in the past that they've got the ability to actually implode and leave the doors open for everyone else. That's my thinking here. And they could potentially leave the door open for Iran and New Zealand for a run, especially since we saw Belgium really shit the bed back in 2022 when they were against I think Morocco, Croatia, and Canada, where they finished third. I think
That's a
overall, yeah, go ahead.
I get what you're saying, but that's a different group.
Yeah, fair, fair. Um, I think it's going to end up Egypt, Belgium.
I would take those two teams. Yeah. I don't see you're saying Egypt would beat Belgium?
Egypt would come first, Belgium second in the group.
Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see it. I mean, Belgium, the De Bruyne is getting older. I could definitely see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
De Bruyne's 34, Salah 33.
I'm gonna go a little different route. I think
Solid.
I still think Belgium wins this group.
Okay.
I don't think they win it easily, but I do think they win it. I think they probably two wins and maybe a tie in there. Then I think New Zealand comes out in second.
Ooh.
Uh, Again, another team that probably is going in there has really nothing to lose. Definitely a team I think who could fight for that third spot. I think them playing Iran, I think they should be getting a win there. And I think that Egypt game, I think that's an even matchup between those two. I can kind of
Mhm.
see and go that way, but I'm gonna take a little risk here and say New Zealand comes in second here.
Okay. Anything
Fair
to add,
enough.
Ian?
No, nothing to add.
Cool.
Belgium, Egypt, rock
All
and roll with
right.
that one.
Group H, we got Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. I think there's a clear winner here, or it should be a clear winner, unless we see some trouble when we've seen, for example, France get knocked out in the group stages a couple World Cups ago. Spain also early after winning a World Cup. I think Spain takes it relatively easy. And then the other three, I think I'd have to say Uruguay, although Uruguay has looked extremely shaky
Hmm.
even losing recently to the U.S. in that friendly, which they looked horrendous, especially versus even we talk about the U.S. national team looking pretty terrible. But I think Spain, Uruguay go through. I think Cape Verde, again, a team lucky to be there.
Just happy to be
And
there.
then, yeah, and then exactly. And then Saudi Arabia, they've been a little shaky, although they kind of performed a bit in 2022 in Qatar. But yeah, I'm going to go Spain, Uruguay.
I'm going Spain, Uruguay too.
Yeah, I think
I don't.
Spain really got lucked out here. Really,
Yeah,
Yeah.
really easy for them.
they probably could play their C team if they wanted to here, and I think they would still get
Yeah.
out. But I do have Spain and Uruguay as well. Even though I don't think Saudi Arabia is awful, I just don't think Uruguay is that bad.
Yeah.
No,
As
I think
bad as they're
Uruguay's
playing.
good. They also have really good players. They'll figure
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
Diego Forlan I heard's coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
Used to love watching him play, man.
Yeah. South Africa was unreal. All right. Group I. This could be a fun one too. France, Senegal, Norway, and then the winner of the Intercontinental Playoff. So between Iraq, Bolivia, and Suriname. Um, Honestly, I'm really looking forward to seeing Holland meet Mbappe and the French national team. That should be a fun watch. I know France is playing Senegal here also at MetLife in a couple matches. Um, yeah, I think France is always going to be a favorite. They have Mbappe, they have Camavinga, they have Chouameni, they have it's just so much depth in that squad that squad for France. But great to see Norway. I think Norway is going to be a fun team, especially with some real key players in a number of different positions. From Holland being the striker, then they have Martin Odegaard, they've got Alexander Sorloth. Um, yeah, I think that's going to be a fun group. Senegal's also going to be flying under the radar. Um, they've actually were able to beat Morocco, and it's extremely strong African side coming from the continent. But I think I'd have to say France and Norway go through.
Yeah, give me France and Norway. I mean, France very, very strong. I would take France as one. I think France will finish top of the group. I do think they'll beat Norway. But I think Norway is going to be too much to handle for a lot of teams. France can handle them, yes. Senegal, I mean, I think Holland's going to be too much to handle. I mean, really, let me backtrack. Holland will be too much to handle for most defenses that he comes up against in this World Cup. So I think each of those besides France, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I do think if I could say about one group, I do think this is the group that three teams get out of.
Senegal being the third.
Yeah, I
Senegal,
could
I
see that.
agree.
Senegal being the third.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's going to be really hard for I don't know for Senegal and whatever team that comes in to stop Holland. Even though it's you feel like teams have been able to stop Holland because why is it Norway's first time just qualifying? So it's really going to be can they stop Holland? Can Holland is Holland at his top form coming into the World Cup? But I do think Norway should be getting that second one.
Who do you think the best striker is in that group?
Who do I
Uh,
think the best striker is? Holland, but who do I think has the best play
Better
style
tools.
that
Yeah.
benefits him and has the experience? I'm going to take Mbappe.
Mbappe, yeah. I agree.
I'm going Nico Jackson. Fuck both y'all.
That's rich.
No Sadio Mane?
He ain't a striker.
Yeah.
Who's got the most goals with the Blues? Who's got the only Club World
Oh my
Cup there?
God, Ian.
Who's got the only Club World Cup?
All right, let's go to Group
Group
J.
J. We got Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Lots of A's in this group.
Yeah, why don't
Argentina,
we just rig
Algeria,
this for
Austria,
Messi, by
Jordan.
the way?
Oh, I mean, it's all
Uh,
right. He's already got his World Cup.
yeah,
That's all he needs.
this is another
Um,
easy one though.
yeah, I think Argentina goes through flying colors. Algeria could be tricky. They've got Mahrez, they've got Slimani. Luka Zidane, Zizou's son, is making his World Cup debut. I think it's going to be Argentina, Austria.
I agree. That's what I
Yeah.
have as well.
Ian, what's with the
Yeah.
face there, guy?
Yeah. Why is Zidane's son not playing for France? Was he not born in France? Isn't he French?
I'd have to
Could be
check
that
that.
could be that duel where
But he,
they get to pick
yeah,
different ones.
yeah. But
Oh, and he
Zizou
just
is
wasn't good enough to
Algerian,
cut it.
so
He wasn't
actually
good
no,
enough
yeah.
to cut it
Luca
on the
was,
French team.
yeah, Luca was born in Marseille, France. So yeah, I guess he just not good enough to make it to the French national team. That's a shame.
No, yeah, no, I mean, but like, yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking the guy.
Yeah,
I'm not
no, no, no.
knocking the
I
guy.
mean, you're
I'm just saying that would be why.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Argentina, Austria, yeah, I'm good with that. I also do think that if Messi does play, that Argentina could win the World Cup. Like if Messi is in the World Cup, I mean, look, man, call the MLS what you want. I don't know if you guys watched the MLS match where he played Vancouver. He's damn good. He is
He's a,
damn
That
good.
was
I'm
unreal.
not having this conversation right now.
Dude, he is damn good. He can be good and Cristiano can be good at the same time. Both things can
Correct.
coexist. They
No, it
can
has
They
both be
nothing.
both can
very
be good.
It
Dude,
has nothing to
Messi's
do. It has nothing to
very
do with
fucking
Ronaldo. I
good.
don't even know why we're bringing him up. It has nothing to do with him.
Dude, if you put Messi in the middle of Chelsea right now, it'd be top of the league. Anyway, moving
No,
forward.
That's
absolutely not.
actually true.
That is
That's a
the dumbest.
fantastic comment,
That is
Ian.
the dumbest
You
conversation.
only talk facts there.
I mean, look, we don't
Die
have
in
an
the middle.
attacking midfielder right now.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Just move on to the next group, please, before I
All right.
puke.
Group K, we got Portugal, Uzbekistan, Colombia, and then the playoff winner of the Congo, Jamaica, and New Caledonia. Ian, you know where New Caledonia is? Take a guess.
Is it no idea. I want to say
It
it's
got,
near Italy.
it's an island. Okay, close. It's an island off of the coast of Australia. It's in the Pacific.
Thank God he didn't ask me.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm pretty
Anyway,
far off there.
anyway,
Yeah,
there's a
no
chance we
idea.
see him in the World Cup. We'll see. All right, here we go. You know what? Screw it. Colombia first, Portugal second. Let's go.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I'll go Colombia first, Portugal second.
That's
I'll
gonna be
jump behind
one
that.
hell of a match three between Portugal, Colombia, and Miami.
yeah, I'm going Portugal one, Colombia two.
Fair. That Miami game's gonna be a home game for Colombia, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah. Do you see how much ticket is it? Was it that game? Yeah, they're going for like over 2 grand or something,
Yeah,
2,500
they're
starting
fucking going
already.
for like $6,000 to $8,000. And okay, so here's a quick kind of a note for the public here. Don't buy tickets yet until December 15th when the FIFA marketplace opens up. A lot of these companies like StubHub, all these resale companies don't have access to those tickets yet, and the people don't even know where they're sitting yet. So just a heads up, if you're looking to buy from a resale market, Wait until these next two phases for tickets are done, and then you could jump in. And then I would say buy directly through FIFA and not these other companies. So you're guaranteed a ticket. There you go. Word to the wise.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, Colombia, Portugal. I think that last match is going to be awesome. Portugal's going to beat whoever comes through the playoffs, Uzbekistan, and then Colombia plays Uzbekistan, Mexico City match one. And obviously they should beat the playoff team, whether it's Congo, Jamaica, or New Caledonia. Should be fun. And I think if Portugal has less reliance on Cristiano Ronaldo, then they could go pretty far in the World Cup. I think the squad's extremely deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Justin, what are your thoughts
Justin,
on that one?
what are your thoughts?
I think Portugal's going to win the group. Doesn't matter if Ronaldo plays or Ronaldo comes off the bench. It's still
Mm.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to be there. He's going to be an impactful player, and he's going to cause issues, and he's going to put the ball in the back of the net, and he's going to win the World Cup. Okay, I'll stop now.
All right, Ian, clip that, save it. We'll come back in end of July.
Oh, I said a few months ago, if they win the World Cup, I think he'll win the Ballon d'Or. I mean, that's just what's going
Oh
to
yeah,
happen.
100%.
I do remember that. Yeah,
Yeah. All right, Group L, we got England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama.
I
Gents,
think three teams make it through, and I think it's England, Croatia, Ghana.
I could see that. Yeah,
I
I
agree.
I could see that as well.
Easy. Should be a
I
simple
mean,
Uh,
one.
if we need eight groups that have three teams, I mean, Ghana looks. I mean, if you look at that, there's going to be some really shitty teams in the next round. Like, if you really look at this,
yeah, that's
really, there's
again
going
with.
to be eight
Like as
teams.
in the next round for Group L.
I think we're just
No,
saying in
for
general,
group
like the
30
Oh,
third
in
or
place
round of
general. Okay.
teams.
Yeah,
32.
These
yeah,
are
yeah.
Yeah.
making it.
Like round of 32, you might be looking at some real not, I mean, some not great football.
Yeah, because then group winner of Group 1L would play in Atlanta July 1st between the winner. Yeah, the third place of EHIJK. Yeah,
Yeah, you
basically
could be looking at
the
some bad teams. I
it's
mean, it's
very
almost like
interesting. Like there's only a couple of winners of their group, as in first place, ends up playing a two seed, which is really just the winner of 1C plays 2F, and the winner of 1H plays 2J. And then all the other ones are like DIJL, third place.
it's too many
Interesting how
teams.
it's that way.
Too
Yeah,
many
it's interesting
teams.
how it's broken down. Yeah, and I think that's all we got for the World Cup
Yeah.
groups.
Yeah.
Well,
Obviously,
how,
Anything you get?
how
we
do you
can
Nothing.
guys
jump.
feel? How do you guys feel about the times of the World Cup? I actually really like it because a lot of them are like I think it's like 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
I think it's like a good time. So it's like most people like obviously in America they work like that 8 to 5, 9 to 5 office job. If they're going in, they may miss the first game. They may stream the first game while they're at work. But you get home and then you get two soccer games. You get two soccer games at
Yeah.
night that you get to watch. Because I know Ian, I was watching because I know you were just in England, and I've been just watching some videos and stuff like that, and like UK people are complaining so fucking much because the latest games are like at 2 a.m., 11 a.m. And it's
Yeah.
just like
yeah.
it's not
It
going to
is what
work
it
for every
is.
country.
Right. No, it never will work for every country. And like us as Americans have been in the same position where it was really
Yeah.
tough. Like when are the matches here on at like 9 or 10 a.m. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like we can't go watch either, man. Like we're at work. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
it's
dude,
it's not
like
gonna
the
work for
two
everybody else.
thousand, like the
It's
2002.
actually impossible for one time to work for
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
like
everybody.
I'm just glad we don't have to wake up at 5 a.m.,
oh my
6
God,
a.m.
like
to
the
watch a game.
2002 World Cup in South Korea and Japan, where games are going like starting at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. That was fucking brutal.
Damn, dude,
That was so tough.
I was 6 years old, so I really don't
Yeah,
remember any of that.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
no, I wasn't going at that time. But
I was 8, 9. It was a good one. Good
anything else you
times.
guys wanted to talk about with the World Cup other than time?
Simpler times.
No, I
Yeah,
think the
no, looking
next
forward
time,
to it.
yeah, I think the next time we'll talk about it obviously is the playoff teams. When we
Yeah,
find out when we get
and
like the
see if any
actual
of us
final
have
group.
tickets.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right, rock
will
and
not be
roll.
me.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. We're gonna just cover the Prem weekend. We're gonna give a little recap. Nothing too in depth, but just looking at some of these score lines, I guess, is there anything that jumped out at you right away after another action-filled weekend? Santiago. Is there anything what screams at you right away over the Premier League weekend?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me go back and do a
All
little
right. Well,
recap.
you look, Justin. What
Maybe
you
Aston Villa beating Arsenal. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's my big one.
Yeah.
There were some other storylines that came out of the weekend. Another one I'm looking at is Liverpool Leeds. The Mo Salah, the whole story
Three
going on
three,
with
right?
him. Yeah, 3-3. Liverpool had a 2-0 or 2-0 lead. Gave it back. Kanate, I mean, it just tackled Calvert-Lewin in the box. Penalty shot, good for him. And then Liverpool just unable to close the deal. They had the lead
Yeah, talk about
3-2,
falling
gave
apart.
up, Arnie Slot throwing Kanate under the bus. Mo Salah coming out saying he's going to leave the club after the Brighton match. Um, Really a lot to digest over the weekend. And I don't know where I want to start with it. So I think what I really want to start with is neither of them. And I'm going to start with Bournemouth nil, Chelsea nil. And the Blues, we're coming off a rough week. Midweek, we lost the lead on the road after really playing well against Arsenal. And we hit the road against Bournemouth. Really a match we should have won 2-3-0. And we draw 0-0. Nothing went on. Nothing happened. We talked before we came on air. Uh, Chelsea had what was it? 460 passes and like 230 of them were in their own half. And 61% ball possession and just didn't do anything. We were outshot on target, out expected goals, yet we had 61% of the ball. So Chelsea dropping points was um one of the three standouts for me this weekend alongside Liverpool and Arsenal. Justin, what do you think about the Chelsea match? Or what do you think
You're
about the Premier League weekend
nah.
in
So again, I don't want to go deep into Chelsea because it's going to bring up my blood pressure, and I'm going to say things I'm going to regret, and then we're gonna
Hmm.
have to make some cuts in this video. But it to be honest, like it just doesn't surprise me with them. It's
Yeah,
what I've noticed recently is like doing like an analyst of all the games is they show up for the big games.
right,
Arsenal, Liverpool. Can't bring up Man United because we got that red card early. Like because these teams don't sit back.
right, right.
They play their style. They attack, and
100%.
for some reason we go at them. We defend strong and everything like that. But when we play these lower level teams, Leeds United, obviously
We
Bournemouth, we
cannot break down a low block.
no, and that's
That's
the
the
issue.
problem.
When these teams sit in a low block, we don't know how to beat it. They sit back with five in the back. They usually play with three center defensive mids on the side. It's kind of like
Hmm.
most teams will play like a 5-3-2, maybe a diamond in the middle, depending on their structure. But
Yeah.
we don't have the biggest issue is we don't have a number nine who knows how to get in behind that back line or able to sit in the middle of those two center backs to get the ball moving and go forward. And that's the biggest issue. It's the most frustrating part about this team. And then, like you said, it's just like I'm gonna continue to go on here. It's just like you have to understand Chelsea has tons of injury problems right now. We know Fofana's come back from injury. He can't play. He can't play 3 games in a week. Obviously, Caicedo's hurt, which kills us. Reece James, we've done a really good job managing his health right now. He's one I don't want to push to get hurt. Then he'll be out for 6 months. Obviously, Cole Palmer is starting to come back, but it's like the game against Bournemouth. Why are we starting Shabala at right back? Why is Tosin playing soccer? Why is Badia Shield the other center? It's just like when you rotate players, you can get away rotating your outside midfielders and your strikers like Chelsea do. Garnacho and Estevao, and you have Neto, and you have whoever else we put out wide
Kittens.
sometimes. Yeah, thank you, Gittins. But when you rotate three defenders that don't have chemistry together, you're expecting disaster.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just it's just so frustrating. And then I love Reece James, I really do, but he can't play in the middle without Caicedo.
No, he can't. He's because he's not a
Yeah,
midfielder.
yeah, with Caicedo, it actually works out really well because Enzo gets farther up the field and Enzo gets to play at his preferred position. But without it, when Reece James has to drop back a little bit and Enzo, and you saw it against Bournemouth, they got dominated in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
And
they did.
that's where they had a lot of success and had a lot of those goal scoring opportunities. But again, I just think Chelsea is just it's just so frustrating because you play Arsenal on such a high note. You get that red card, you go up a goal, then you concede, you get a point out of a 10-man team, and you're like, okay, Chelsea doing good stuff, Maresca's doing his tactics is doing good, and then you go to Leeds and like no one shows up, and you go to Bournemouth and like those are 6 points right there.
Mhm.
We'd be what, 2 points out of first right now? Or Arsenal, we'd be 3 points out of first behind Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem is we can't score and we still don't have a striker. We still don't
Yeah.
have a number
And we
nine.
just lost a lap for 6 months. Sorry,
We
6 weeks.
we just bought. I mean, what we bought two over the summer, and neither of them are any good. Like
Yeah.
Yao Pedro was one and done. He Club World Cup went off, and that was it. That was it. It's really all he's done for us. Um, yeah. Justin, any other takeaways on the Prem weekend or Santiago? Any other
Uh
takeaways?
yeah, I think you guys will talk more about the Austin Villa and Arsenal games. I think that was I really did not know. Like obviously watching the Premier League, I didn't know Austin Villa was like this high
Aston.
and this high. No, I thought they were decent. I know Watkins struggled in the beginning of the year, but I didn't know like they were really in this top four conversation. Like I didn't know they were in. I think they're in what, third right now?
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
hot late
yeah.
though.
I really haven't like paid attention to them a lot lately.
Yeah, no, they began the season very cold. Starting the season, I can tell you right now, they started the season with a draw at home against Newcastle. They lost to Brentford. They lost to Crystal Palace. They drew to Everton. They got knocked out of the EFL Cup by Brentford. They drew to Sunderland. And that was by September 21st. So yeah, I mean, they went a month. They went one, two, three, four, five, 6 matches without a win to start the season. But yeah, I mean, since then they've gone on a tear, both in the
Yeah.
Europa and the Prem. The only
Yeah,
loss,
sitting third place in Europa League. That's
yeah,
solid.
and their only loss in the Prem since the beginning of the season is was Liverpool back on November 1st when Liverpool wasn't a total fucking shit show. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Aston Villa's definitely come on really hot. And they were even talking about the other day that Ollie Watkins, I mean, TalkSport was trying to say Ollie Watkins should leave, this, that, and the other. He's just banged a brace. I mean,
Brace,
they
yeah.
look great, but I think it also just shows that Arsenal, they just Mikel Arteta, I don't think he's got it totally figured out on offense. On offense, he is not, like, he just doesn't have it totally figured out on offense. His offensive game plan is scoring from set pieces. They don't score a lot of goals if it's not from set pieces.
Agreed. It's also
They bought
December
a
for them.
they bought a whole ass fucking striker for a whole lot of fucking money and they're not using him the right way, which is
That's
disgusting.
bad.
It's even worse that he's on my goddamn fantasy team and I drafted him in the first round. So I mean, that's really animosity comes from. But no, I mean Arsenal, as strong as they are defensively, they're a great squad, and I do think I don't want to say I think they're going to win the Premier League. I don't want to say it
It's
anymore.
still early.
It's way
I've
too
seen a
early.
lot of blown leads back in once December hits
Well,
or once Christmas time hits.
And
We've
like you
seen it.
said, this is the time too. Like a lot, think for like the next
We're
three
only
weeks, like
halfway.
a lot of these teams, like Chelsea, Arsenal, man, we're playing like 3 games a week.
hell yeah.
So you're really gonna see benches have
Fatigue,
to come fatigue, and you're gonna have to see bench players who are gonna have to step up here. And like
step
you
up.
said,
Yeah.
this is where I think this is where usually December and January is where the title race is won.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of matches right now. A
Yeah.
lot of matches. I think when you start talking about benches and stuff like that, I think I look at a team like City, who just whooped up
Yep.
on Sunderland over the weekend, 3-0. And I think I've said it from the beginning. They're just it's such a deep squad. It's such a
Yeah.
deep squad, and Phil Foden's coming on. Phil Foden,
He's
it seems
starting
to
to
have
look
figured
good.
out whatever. I heard he had some mental things to overcome. Good for him to kind of pull himself out of that, but because he's kicking ass right now.
Yep.
And if he could be again that Robin to Holland's Batman, like it was what 2 seasons ago, where or 2 or 3 seasons ago now. Justin Stat, correct me if I'm wrong, but whatever the season was that Foden won the Player of the Year.
That
Um,
was, I think it was 3 years ago.
was it 3 years ago already? Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
it
mean
could have been, yeah.
that was a crazy season for the guy. So I think they're going to be really dangerous.
No, I can agree with you. And
Um,
and I think the one other team I want to talk about is obviously
sure.
we talked about Chelsea is Everton. Uh,
Yeah.
who saw this coming? Last couple games, uh,
Can
beat
we
Nottingham.
can we get Dewsbury Hall back?
I know he is killing it, man, killing it. Just like everyone who comes to Chelsea is just like, oh, who would have thought? I always liked him at Chelsea. I
I did
wasn't
too.
I
He
wasn't like
balled out.
yeah, I wasn't like a massive fan about him, but I was like when he came off the bench to like give one of our central midfielders a subs, I was like, oh, this is not a
He
downgrade.
would
Like,
just
oh,
never start over Enzo or
yeah,
Caicedo. Like
exactly.
he's got to move on. Fair enough, but
But
good for him.
he's killing it lately. But like Everton beat Nottingham Forest 3-0, beat Bournemouth 1-0. They did have that tough loss to Newcastle for them, but beat Man U 1-0, beat Fulham 2-0, and then drew to Sunderland 1-1. But listen, they're sitting seventh in the table at 24 points. They're only 2 points out of fourth place. Uh, Only 7 points out of third. Again, I think that they've just been a enjoyable team to watch so far this year.
Hmm.
Really struggled in the beginning. And then obviously Jack Grealish comes over, who I think's starting to cool down a little bit. Did have that little hot run, and I think Dewsbury Hall is doing it all. Uh, but again, Everton's like a team that used to be you go play Everton, this should be a walk in the park. But now they're a team you got to watch out for.
Yeah. They're a historic club though, so I'm glad that
Oh
David
yeah,
Moyes has been able to right
absolutely.
right the ship. Right. I like seeing Newcastle win. I always love to see Newcastle win. Shout out Big Nuge, 2-1 win there. I can't when Johan Wissa come or it's not Johan. When Jan Wissa comes back, I think they're going to be really dangerous, especially up top when they can really drop Voltamade down to like a 10,
Yeah.
which I know is somewhere he's comfortable in. You got Alanga, Gordon running down the sides. I think they have the best midfield trio in the Premier League. Um, of Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, and Joe Linton. But obviously you would have to alter that when Wissa comes back. So I think they'll have some things to fix. But Livermore Hall coming back for them was really big on the cornerbacks there or left and right backs there. So yeah. That's what I got to think about Newcastle. Santi, anything for us? Otherwise, we're gonna bump into some trivia if you guys are up for it.
Yeah, let's do it. I think, I mean, the other one was probably just Man City kind of crushing Sunderland.
Yeah.
Was it even close? I think they had like 8 shots on target, like some like almost 70% possession. What a banger by Ruben Diaz. I don't know if you saw that. That was a
Yeah.
freaking bullet from outside the box. That was nasty. And then and then just overall, just great play from City, sitting at second place, slowly creeping up on Arsenal, and just sitting there. 31 points, Arsenal 33. So interesting to see the second half of the Premier League post Christmas and New Year time.
Arteta knows he's there.
They're yeah,
Arteta knows Big Pep's breathing down
sneakily
his
behind
neck.
them.
Santi, I would be remiss before we move to trivia if I didn't ask you how you felt after that Real Madrid match yesterday. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it.
Oh, the loss against Celta
Yeah, I watched it. It was pretty
made
bad,
them their
and
bitch. That last minute goal was they just
I
played it little touches right around him, and then one on one with the keeper, dribble by, and just literally walk it in. Mint. Well, I gotta
what do
say,
you
Madrid looking terrible the past couple of games. They just dropped a ton of
well,
points, and
Well, I was
Barcelona's
just
now
gonna
in
say, did
first.
you see they had a board meeting after the match? And apparently if Alonso doesn't beat Man City, he's out.
He's out.
Apparently, if he does not beat Man City, he will be out. So Real Madrid may very soon be looking for a new head coach. Something very interesting. Justin, before we move to trivia, anything you want to cover off on the Prem before we move, bud?
No, what do you guys think about? We don't have to take. What do you think about the Salah situation? But or
I fucking
do you want to save
no.
that for?
We could talk about it because it is very pertinent, and it may not be pertinent by the next time we meet because
Fair
he
enough.
may very well not be on Liverpool next time we meet. Like I
Yeah,
very much
he
think
could be gone real
after
soon.
he's going to be gone after Brighton. I mean, they're not bringing him to the Champions League tomorrow or
Yeah,
Wednesday,
they
whenever they
announced
go.
that. Yeah.
Like, yeah, that means you're out. Like, you don't publicly blast the club like that. Um, I
Hmm.
mean, he did the same thing though. I don't remember if you were
With Klopp.
he's yeah, and he started on the
Yeah.
bench and he threw that fucking temper tantrum before he went in. Like he's done this before. Like if he doesn't get his way, he's gonna do it. I mean, and then the question is, where does he go from here?
Yeah.
Where does he go? Does another Premier League team pick him up? I don't know. I don't, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. I
who can
don't.
afford him? Like he's gonna have to take a massive cut in his wages.
Where would he want to go? Like you just kind of look at him too. It's just like he's a Liverpool like hero. Like where else would he go? Like where do you see him fitting in? I would never take a guess.
But like that's the thing. Like, how are you going to call yourself a Liverpool hero and then like force yourself out?
Tough. Yeah. No, I
You know
get
what I
it.
mean? It's not like they're disrespecting you. They're paying you 400,000 pounds a
No,
week.
yeah.
Like it's that's pretty respectful. Last time I looked, it's a lot of fucking dough.
Yeah. I just think like
Um,
there's so much drama between
do you
Slot,
think he ends
him.
up in Saudi? I mean, like what's that's just so much
Well,
wasted.
there was rumors before he signed that new contract with Liver that he was gonna go to Saudi. So it's a big possibility.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's being a child. I mean, talk about like cutting your career short, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it.
it's ridiculous. I think
I
it's just
agree.
ridiculous. But I've also been like against a lot of the shit he's been doing since the get-go. Like when we were talking about him deleting pictures. But you know what? Like he finally did it. He went nuclear. If you're gonna do it, stop beating around the bush and like deleting your Instagram pictures. Just go nuclear. Like if you're gonna do it, just do it 100%. So you can't fault the guy on that. Um, yeah, but then I think Arnie Slot also just doesn't needs to learn to shut the fuck up. Because I think he overshares a lot, and I think his players are getting pissed off. Um,
I think that locker room is lost. I think he lost that locker
yeah,
room.
I was just gonna say, like you don't like he's
Yep.
consistently like they ask him questions and he doesn't know when to stop answering them.
Yep.
Like you know what I mean? Like he was talking about Kanate and like brought up like an article about him like being in the center of issues on defense, and I'm like, why did you have to go there with that? Just
Yeah.
stop talking. Stop it. Anyway, um, yeah, so that's what we got. World Cup covered, Premier League covered. Now we're gonna move on to trivia. Justin, do you have the standings in front of you?
I do. I do.
All right, what do we got?
So we got Santi in the lead with 13.
Oh,
I am in second with 12, and then Ian, you made a little comeback.
he made a comeback last time.
You were in
Fair call
third
there.
with 8. So
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
All right, who wants to start?
You started up, Ian.
You want me to start it up?
Yeah.
All right, hold on, hold, hold. All
holding.
righty. Who
Hold.
has the most clean sheets in La Liga history? Is it A, Iker Casillas, B, Victor Valdez, C, Paco Bullo, or D, Antonio Zubizarreta or Zubizarreta?
Have you asked us this question before?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Casillas has appeared, though, in another question.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
think
I'm
It was
so.
a
thinking.
World Cup related question.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Victor Valdez.
Okay.
Well, Igor, sorry, I said Igor. I'm thinking of hockey right now.
Iker
Iker.
Casillas,
Casillas. Yeah.
Iker Casillas, Victor Valdez,
Iker.
Paco Bullo, Antonio Zubizarreta. That is
Uh,
it.
Zuber, whatever that one is. Zuber's, whatever the hell his name is. However you
Yeah.
pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. Yeah.
All right, Justin, you got it. I don't know how you got it. That must have just been
Ooh.
a blind guess, but
Yeah, it
seems
was
like you
kind of
got
a
it.
blind guess.
All right, fair enough. All right. I knew I had to throw something hard. I had to start stumping
That's
people. I
fine.
need to get myself back into it. All
All
right.
right.
All right.
I'll go.
Justin on the board.
All right. So I got both my questions are no multiple choice. Just you got to take a guess.
Okay.
Dare
Open-ended.
open-ended. Darian Bent once scored after the ball ricocheted off what?
His face.
Off the referee.
Are those your final answers?
Yes. Darren
Think
Bent,
Uh,
about
you mean?
Yes, think about it. You've all have seen this clip somewhere. something out of the ordinary, something not
Oh,
common.
isn't it like a beach ball?
I don't know.
Santi, it is a beach ball.
Oh,
Do you
Ian.
know? You
No,
know?
but that was on the second
Yeah.
test. That was on the second. That was on the second. You don't get a point for that.
I was
No.
thinking out loud, Ian.
Do you know what
All
clip
right.
I'm talking about, Santi? You've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what the
I
fuck?
don't. I
You've
have
never
Oh,
no
seen that
idea.
Ian,
one?
you call
No.
yourself an EPL guy.
You've
I'm gonna have
definitely
to
seen.
watch it.
You've
It's
definitely seen it.
legendary. Literally just like this beach ball just starts boop 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 and then he kicks it and it goes boop off of it and it goes in.
Counts as a goal as well.
Really?
It counts.
Huh. All right. I'm gonna take a look at that.
Yeah,
So I might.
before you go to bed tonight.
Hey, Commissioner Ian, am I giving him that point?
Uh-oh.
You can give him half.
Oh, we're
What?
throwing halves in now. Oh, it's getting complicated.
I'm not putting a half there. We'll give it to him since it's early.
Yeah, give it to him. It's
You did have
fine.
the chance to change yours as well.
You had a chance.
Yeah,
You did.
yeah. Take the point. Take the point.
All right, all right.
Take the point. Take the
I got
point. Take
mine.
the point. Take the
How
point.
many English managers have ever won the Premier League?
It's not a lot. Um, Alex Ferguson is in English. He's Scottish, Justin.
Yes, I knew
Since the
that.
92
Thanks for
conception of
helping
the
me there.
EPL.
And then you got Wagner. He's not English.
Jurgen
Jose
Klopp,
Mourinho is not English. Pep Guardiola is not English.
Carlo Ancelotti.
Who managed Leicester City in 2006. And then you had a team in
He
95,
wasn't.
96. Blackpool.
I'm gonna take a guess and say he's playing games with us, and I'm gonna go zero.
It very well could be zero, or it also might be one.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go with zero because I can't think of anyone.
I'm gonna go with one.
It's zero.
Fuck.
Justin's got it.
Fuck.
No English manager has ever won the EPL as a manager.
Ian, you did
With
all the hard.
zero.
You
I
did
did
all
the
the.
whole thing. I did
I
the
know you did.
whole
You did.
thing.
He's biting his sweatshirt. You did all the hard work there, and then I was just like, we go through them, and it's just like, nah, there's definitely not. It's definitely a trick question. Definitely go with zero.
Well, because that team, the black, whatever, that team, remember they got promoted in like 95 or 96 and they spent all their money to win one and then they got demoted. That was it. But they bought like Alan Shearer, they bought a ton of players. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I did the whole thing.
No
I bet you
English
probably thought
manager
Alex
has ever
Ferguson
won.
was British, didn't you?
He is
Me?
British.
No,
He's
he's not.
Scottish.
Not the same thing. He would not be classified as English. That's on Justin. You would,
Yeah, I
Justin,
didn't
if
say
I,
English. I said British.
I know
you
he
say,
wasn't English.
nah.
I've heard him talk.
Unai Emery.
All right. Now I don't know if I'm gonna stump you guys with this one, but here we go. Which club has been relegated the most times in Premier League history? Is it A, Sunderland, B, West Brom, C, Norwich City, or D, Hull City?
Uh,
What do I think? My gut says Sunderland, but I kind of want to say Hull. Uh, I go Sunderland.
Okay. You go Sunderland, Justin.
I'm gonna go. Gonna go Hull City.
Wow, gotcha. Got you both. It's Norwich City. Let's go. Let's
Ooh.
go. Your boy's back.
Your boy's back. All right, so this one, I I'm gonna give you like if you're close enough, I'll give you the point.
Okay.
What is the record for the most red cards given in a single game?
Is it? I feel like there's a limit that if you get too many, then they have to stop the match.
There was definitely a brawl that this
So we're
happened.
so Justin, we're talking like total
Yes, total red cards given in one
in
single
one
soccer game.
match.
We go with nine.
I feel like 12.
It's got to be a lot if you're asking the question. There's no way it's like two or three.
Going
Are you guys
12.
are you guys logging it in?
Yeah, screw
You know
it.
what? No, no, don't. I want to say there was probably a match too where they both like protested and everybody got red cards or something stupid. But you just give me 9. If it's some nonsense like that, I'll take my loss.
It's 36.
Yeah, I
Oh
knew it
my
was some dumb.
God.
It was some dumb thing. No, there's definitely a reason. What did they all like refuse to play or something?
So 36 issued in a 2011 Argentine fifth division game between Claypool and Victorino Arenas after a massive brawl erupted involving all 22 players,
Yeah,
substitutes, and coaches on both sides.
some
The
nonsense.
incident,
Yeah.
which started with minor scuffles and escalated after a player returned to the pinch to punch someone, and then it got and then it was just like all out brawl.
That's Argentinian football for you.
See, as I knew, it was either going to be like something where it was, yeah, yeah. What are you gonna do?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
That's but also hilarious. All right, I guess I'm up.
Yeah, you would be the last one, Santiago.
All right, here we go to close it out. Which two players have scored the most headed goals in Premier League history? Two players. They're tied.
Only goals, like, did they have to play in the Premier League for it to count, or is it just like, and
No,
then
yeah,
they could have
it's
went
related. It's related to the Premier League. Most headed goals in Premier League history.
in Premier League history?
Is Alan Shearer one of them?
He can be if you want.
Olivier Giroud.
They have the same.
Huh?
They have the same amount.
Yeah, they're tied.
It's got to be somebody with a lot of goals. That's the thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Drogba has got a lot of headed goals.
Yeah, I don't think he was there long.
He's got 100 Premier League goals.
I'm gonna go with Thierry Henry. Probably
Who?
not.
Who?
Clip that.
Who?
Henry.
Thierry Henry?
Henry.
Thierry Henry?
Yeah. You know,
Thierry
I got speech
Thierry
problems. Leave me alone.
Thierry Henry.
Uh, I'm gonna go with Mr. Henry, and
Crazy.
I'm gonna go with and I'm
That's
gonna go
amazing.
with who's the center back? And I'm gonna go with Vidic.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, that's a. How do you pronounce that name right?
Sorry, I can't speak. I can't say certain words. Leave me alone.
Give me Drogba and Alan Shearer.
Wrong. One guy you guys talk about a lot. He now plays for Bayern Munich.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Yep.
That's
And
pretty
the other
good.
one, he's a very tall, lanky player. Doesn't play right now, but he's well known in the Premier League. He's English.
Peter Crouch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good one, yeah.
Both had
Give me
40.
half a point for the back. Like, give me half a point for the
No,
comeback,
no,
though.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
That
no,
was
no, no.
incredible.
We're not doing half
No,
points.
no, it was good though. It was good. It was better than fucking Thierry Henry, or whatever the hell you said.
Terry Henry.
Terry Henry.
Yeah, I'll just start saying it with my American accent.
Terry Henry.
Oh boy. All right.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah, that was rich. Fellas, good as always. Anything you guys want to wrap up on before we end tonight's pod?
Nice to be back.
Yeah.
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 Looking forward for some Champions League tomorrow. We got Barcelona, Frankfurt. We have Chelsea, Atalanta. Both have 10 points in the Champions League now.
I didn't know we played tomorrow. I thought we played Wednesday.
Or Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't know. Next
Same thing.
next Champions League match.
Match week. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. I heard Cole Palmer is out of training today, so
Yeah, he's not
you
picked. He's
guys
not
are
picked for
done
the
then.
squad. Yep, we're done.
yeah, he's hurt. Like they just need to actually let him get the surgery and not just like sit him for a
Yeah.
few months for the next like 4 years, like they did
It's
to
Reece
Reece
James.
James.
It's Reece James all
Yeah,
over again. All right.
like we-
All right. End up done. Don't want to talk about it anymore.
All right, fellas. Well,
We'll talk about it next
great,
week.
great speaking as always, listeners. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will catch you again soon. Bye bye.